And we had to make a decision at that point because we were paying for this all out of pockets, did we want to just keep paying for more treatment, or did we want to take a break, or did we want to put that money aside and possibly adopt? So from the beginning of when we started treatment to the end of those IVF cycles was about 5 months. And at that point, we just felt that both emotionally and financially we needed to stop. Well, we had gone through about several months of testing, and that was emotionally grueling, even just the testing part. Then we went through a natural cycle IVF, which didn't work at all. My egg didn't fertilize at all, which meant we didn't even get to the implantation stage. At that point, we had to talk to our doctor, and he gave us a recommendation to then step it up to hormone-induced IVF, which is much more grueling and much more expensive in our case because insurance didn't cover anything. We got through that, and again, there's the big emotional roller coaster of the hopes and the dreams and the, God, I hope this works. And we got to the end of it, and it just didn't work. We only got about 5 eggs out of the hormone-induced IVF, and only 2 of those fertilized, and then they all died before implantation day. And so I remember the exact moment when I got that news. I was driving to the acupuncturist, and it was devastating. It's a different kind of mourning. Losing a loved one in your family is a big mourning process, but this is a different type of mourning that none of us are prepared for. We don't learn how to deal with this type of loss. So it was very, very difficult period.
I think, as, not to stereotype, but it's real in our experience. It was very important for me to be as strong as I could for Cathy. That's part of a man's role. And so I think there were many times when I was not allowed, not by Cathy, but by myself. I was not allowed to have those experiences at the time. I had to put them away for another day. And they come and hit you in strange ways at unexpected times. I wrote in one of our blog posts about having to pull the car over because I was listening to an audiobook, and the opening few lines were about the process of familial descent and all the historical accidents that lead to the unlikely event of you existing. And I thought, wow, I have failed, right? My progeny, my offspring will never hear that story. They will never exist because I'm the end of the line. And I wasn't allowed. This was sometime after the first cycle, and I was completely unprepared for the way that made me feel because I was so focused on being there for Cathy that I didn't really appreciate that I needed, I know, man, I'm tough, all that nonsense. I didn't appreciate just how much it meant to me to think, hundreds or thousands of generations all accidentally coming together led to me, and now it stops. So I wasn't able to have those experiences at the time. I had to shelve them for later to be there for Cathy, and they come up and hit you